Reveal the mysteries of you. How do you make a Fortnite burger? Alright, so I know nothing about Fortnite. So what you do is you drop out of the bus, right? And you go to the woods. I don't know if there's a forest in Fortnite. You go to the woods, and what you're looking for is an axe. You're gonna find an axe, and you're gonna chop down the nearest tree, right? And it's gonna fall on the ground, and then you're gonna chop the log, right? You're gonna chop the log, and you get two like equal chunks of like cylindrical wood, right? Logs. I feel like there's another word I'm not using here that I should be. We're gonna call them logs. If you knew anything about Fortnite, you would have left. Alright, so tree falls down, you get two logs, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna hollow out both of the logs. So you're gonna have two tubes, right? Once you have two tubes, then you're gonna cut those into like little pineapple-y slices, okay? And once you have those, you're actually gonna travel way over to the barnyard, right? And you go to the barnyard, and you're gonna go into the farmer's house, and you go into the living room, and you grab their couch, right? Grab one of their throw pillows, just like one of the pillows that go in like the corner of the armrest that nobody ever likes because they're super uncomfortable, right? Take one of those, or two, your preference, and then you're gonna leave, right? Then, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take those logs that are donut pineapple-y slice logs, right? And you're gonna stack them. You're gonna stack them end to end, one on top of the other. So you're making like it's like a sort of gear system, right? You're gonna make a gear system out of these logs, right? And then you're gonna hook that up to your throw pillows. So you have your throw pillows that are gonna be spinning around in this gear system. And that's gonna accomplish absolutely nothing. Alright? You're gonna go to the grocery store and you're gonna buy a dang burger. And that's how you get a Fortnite burger. Alright? I had an idea of where to go with that at the beginning, and then I lost it, and I just had to keep going. Oh god. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be interesting, and then nope, absolutely not. But you know what? See, that's the thing. It's just a commentary on Fortnite, right? It's just like on the outside, it's just like so zany and like wacky and interesting, right? But then once you actually get down to brass tacks, it's just a go to the store and grab a burger kind of game, you know? See, big galaxy explosion brain, right from the very beginning. That's where I was going with it. You gotta read the subtext. I'm secretly a genius. You all have no idea. Can you teach us the lore of Fortnite? Okay, so there's a local bus driver, right, who's like fed up with his life, and he wait, the boss didn't move. Okay, sure. Alright, so there's a bus driver who's like just down on his luck. He just doesn't want to be a bus driver anymore, right? No, it's perfectly reasonable. Nobody's gonna fault him for that, right? But then he's going around and he's going up picking up kids for school. This is school bus, like school bus driver, right? Going around picking up kids for school, and he decides, nah, I'm done with this. So what he does is he takes all, like, he rounds up all the kids. He still does his route, but instead of going to the school, he actually takes them out to a secret military facility. And you're probably wondering, like, why does this bus driver know where a secret, like, military facility is? Well, see, he's actually retired. Like, he's a retired scientist in that facility, and he's retired to be a bus driver. And he's like, no, this is too boring. I'm used to being, like, a super secret military scientist. This sucks. Right? And so he takes the kids to this facility. He goes to like his own private research center because like no, they didn't shut it down. Like there's like some ooh, nice crit. There's some dangerous stuff there. Like nobody even wants to go in there. It's like biohazardous waste and stuff. Nobody wants to touch it. Which again, completely fair. And so he spends like the last chunk of his like 10 or so years, like this guy's like 80 years old at this point, spends like the last 10 years, he's 90 now, just raising these kids to be warriors, doing genetic experiments, enhancing their strength, their vision. Then he's like, all right, he's getting sick, like he has a terminal illness. He's not going to be surviving much longer, right? Hold on. Be gone with you, thief. We won't have filth like you stand in the way of our supremacy. So, you're the one sent by Ludwig of Felleray. You've been stirring up these little revolts all over the place. What? How did you know? I see things here and there, but half of it was just a guess. Judging by your reaction, though, it seems I was right. You little... Don't get steamed up, Mr. Fancy Pants. You just look silly. Nothing personal, kid. Nothing personal. I just don't like men like you, or men in general. So, he's the old man scientist, terminal illness. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. So he goes to his garage, like super sci-fi garage too, right? Like this place is super cool. He goes to the garage. He's like souped up his bus. He turns it into like a jet. Like this thing flies, like with technology, again, super secret military base. No public has this technology. He takes his bus, he rounds up all the genetic subject kids, flies them out. You know, the military base is like, oh no, what's going on? There's this crazy scientist man, he's leaving the base. So they're like shooting missiles at him, trying to get him down, but the old man, he takes evasive maneuvers. He's like super good pilot. Like he's not just been raising kids, like he's been taking this out for testers. Like the military knows about this bus. They're like, hey, yeah, you keep researching this battle bus. Like that'll be super good for winning wars, right? Keep doing that. Then the military's like, oh no, he's running away with it. We gotta stop. We can't let him fall into enemy hands. So he takes the bus out and he's like, oh geez, the military's onto us. He goes over like this other secret military base in the middle of the Pacific, this island that's used for combat simulations, right? It's just got like all these weird biomes and stuff, and it's super weird, fake cities and everything. So he takes him over to this island. He's like, maybe he can take refuge in the island, but the military's hot on his tail. So he's like, all right, kids, I raised you for 10 years. You're my children, all right? Take these parachutes, go live your life on this island, all right? And he shoves all the kids out of the bus. And he's like, all right. And no, the military didn't see him. Like the military doesn't care about the kids. That's the old man's pet project. They don't care. They want that bus, right? So that the man, he takes the bus, he's like swerves, he like crashes it into the ocean. He got like the Titanic theme playing because he's sacrificing himself to get the military off his kids' tail. Or parachutes, hang gliders? I don't know how Fortnite works. And so those kids, they're like, well, we're stuck on this combat simulation island. We gotta like blend in, right? So they start like they're like shooting each other, but it's like all fake, right? There's like airsoft bullets. They're not actually killing each other, but they're just trying to blend in. They're looking like soldiers training on the field, right? So when the military looks, it's like, oh yeah, we don't know where those kids went, but it looks like those military exercises are going great. So they turn around, head back home, and then you are one of those kids. And you're just fighting, not for like survival or whatever, you're just fighting as camouflage, right? And whoever wins, you know, then they're like the supervisors come out and they're like, oh yeah, congratulations, you know, like come back home. It's time to come back home to your family. And all the soldiers, all the kids, they like blend in with the soldiers and they get taken back to the mainland. And once they get off like the boat, they're just like, they quietly sneak away and they ditch. And now they're fugitives living their lives in the rest of America. And that is the lore of Fortnite. Oh, 1 damage off.